Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is R&B Wealth Strategy Network presentation on alternative lending and construction loans. We're going to be talking about why alternative lending is so popular right now, and also we'll be hopping into construction loans because it is one of the new products that hit our platform that we are able to offer now. It is going to be very huge. It's going to be a definite plus to a lot of people that are online that might even be in the real estate industry, and then you'll be able to offer this as an additional package to what you already have going on. Okay, just some quick background information for the new people that might be online. My name is Richard Young. I'm the CEO of R&B Wealth Strategy. Also of Seasoned Executive Solutions, which is the parent company of R&B. Okay, I have a background in business credit, credit funding, management, and sales. So typically when a lot of applications come through, if they need a little bit of a deeper review, I will look at it. We're always trying to find a decent strategy for people, because we don't want to just deny your clients as they come in just because they don't qualify off bat. Okay, sometimes there's a few tactics and a little a little bit of finesse and some strings that could be pulled in order to be able to get your clients funded. So we will always do our best to do so. Bridget Lindenborg, our COO, she has a background in real estate, mortgage lending, insurance, and credit repair. You guys that already know her, or some of you that are online that will begin to know her, will find out that she is very knowledgeable in her space. Okay, she has extensive knowledge in these fields. She has been in real estate, I mean, like since a lot of us was still just working in jobs and trying to figure out what we wanted to do with ourselves. Okay, she's been a broker for mortgage lending. Okay, there is not too much that she doesn't know about this field, and with the combined knowledge that we have over 30 years experience. So we are always able to find some type of strategy for your clients to make sure that they can always get funded. Okay, and if they can't, even after all our resources are exhausted, that's when we put them into the credit repair. If you go to the website, you can see that type of stuff for yourself. All right, let's hop into it. Alternative lenders. Okay, now some of you might even ask a question, where did this type of lending come about? Alternative lending has been around for a while, all right, but it has been like in the background, a lot in the background. Most people would just deal with the banks, and even though alternative lending was still around, most people just didn't know about it. It wasn't out there like it is. Okay, and they definitely didn't have all the products and services that we have all on one platform. So alternative lending is kind of old, but at the same time, it's just now coming to the forefront because more people get qualified for alternative lending than they do with the banks. That is the reason why it's blowing up so huge. The banks are turning away more people, and alternative lending is accepting more people. Okay. Typically, most people wouldn't even know about it until like the recession came around, and then people started looking for alternative ways to get funding. So then you found out about it through those channels. People that would end up considering this type of funding, okay, were typically all the people that just couldn't get qualified by the banks, which is why we end up processing more applications than the bank. Okay, or I shouldn't even say that, we get more people funded than the banks. All right, when you look at it from a numbers aspect, of course they receive more applications and more people than we do. I mean, they're getting millions of people every day. But if you broke it all the way down, there are more people that will qualify for financing through our channels than theirs. Okay, but the great news is, because Because of the banks declining so many people, that's what makes us. That's why we get to make so much money, because we are the brokers for the lenders that want to remain in the background. They don't want to become the bank. They don't want to start taking in applications from clients and processing millions of applications every day. They'd rather deal with brokers that know what they're doing, that can do their own underwriting process. And once we find someone that is a good fit for the financing that they have to offer, okay, then we submit their applications, then we submit their information. And when you're dealing with our company specifically, we're typically not going to send over an application that we don't already feel is approved. Okay, we are going to go through your application, put together your information. So when we send everything over, it is a complete package. All right, and that's one of the reasons why they love us. That's why we have such a great relationship. We know what we're doing. They know that we know what we're doing, and it just creates great synergy. Okay. Of course, business funding and personal funding does not operate like bank funding. Okay. Now you need to know this before you even start your search. Okay. Do your own research. Know what you're looking for. Okay. Know that the bank's stipulations are just a little bit stricter than ours is. Okay. I kind of hear a little bit in the background. If everybody can mute yourselves, please, if you just came on. Okay, excellent. That'll work. Thank you. Know what you're looking for. Do your own research. I mean, there's nothing wrong with research. I definitely don't take it personal. I want you to know what you want. I want you to know what it is that we have to offer. I want you to know why our company is so great. When you go to a bank and they turn you down a million times and you got all those inquiries on your file, and then you turn around and you come to us and we do everything on a soft pull, and we haven't even created one blemish on your file to pre-qualify you, that's what makes us so great. When your file isn't up to date and you just can't qualify for the financing, and we have credit repair to be able to put you in so later on we can get you the financing, that's why we're so great. But do your research. Hop on our website, look around online, know exactly who you're dealing with. That's great. That's great. I love clients that are informed and they love to do their own research, and even more so, agents that do their own due diligence to be able to understand exactly what type of industry you're in. So not only are you informed, but when you're speaking to your clients, you will make them even more informed because you are actually taking the initiative to learn more about your craft. Of course, we're going to explain things to you and give you training and knowledge, but you want to step outside. You want to Google things. I mean, if it comes to your mind, Google it. That's what's going to make you a great agent when it comes to this field. Okay. Now, we know that there are a lot of great options out there, but a lot of these options just aren't offering everything that we have. Okay, you want to be able to deal with a company that's going to give you the best options possible. You want a company where you can come to and build a relationship with, not only to get the financing, but even to get the knowledge, to get somebody that's going to help you structure everything that you need to do to put together a financial plan to take you from point A to point Z. Okay, we want clients to come back to be able to get additional funding, because they're not just going to get one loan. They're going to get multiple loans. They're going to want loans for marketing. They're going to want loans to expand. They're going to want loans for new products and services. And we want to be able to be that company to provide all of their financial needs. And once again, like I said, if they need credit repair, we got them. If they need consumer financing to be able to boost sales in their business, we got them. That's all in the alternative lending space. That's all in the platform that we have, okay? Now, what sets us apart from other brokerage companies is we do in-house underwriting before we send it to the lenders. I already explained that. We're making sure that we're giving you the best opportunity, the best chance to be able to get this funding, okay? You're not just going to submit an application and then we're just going to play the middleman and send it over to some other company when that's nothing. You're not doing anything. What type of service are you really providing? Are you actually helping out your clients and trying to put them into a better situation, or are you just trying to catch a check? Okay. Now, we get paid, but at the same time, we want people to love our company because this is something that we love to do. We love the alternative lending space. Okay. Something else we do is multiple financing options all on one platform. Okay. Personal lending, business, consumer financing, all with this one company. You don't have to go to one company for each one because the majority of these companies out here, they are only offering one service. They're either offering just business, they're either offering just personal, or they're just offering consumer financing. And they're not revolutionizing their consumer financing options that they have to offer. That's still credit based, or they're charging just too much in interest or taking too much off of the top to their businesses. Okay, once companies find out about the consumer financing options that we have, I mean, it's blowing them out of the water, and they want to switch over because they see that we give more benefits. Okay. Most banks or brokers offer only one kind of financing. All of them. All of them. If you go to some type of other lender or a bank, like I said, it's the same thing. They're either just doing personal funding, or they're doing just business, or they're just doing consumer funding. Yes, there are a lot of banks out there that do personal, and they do business, but their requirements are just too strict. That's how we're beating them on that one. They're not repairing their clients' credit if they don't qualify for the personal or the business. That's how we're beating them on that one. Our requirements are a lot less strict. That's how we're beating them on that one. Okay. Also, you know that we do credit repair for our clients, so anyone that needs help will qualify. We do soft pulls on credit to pre-qualify. If you go to some other banking institution, guess what they're going to do? Immediately pull your credit, give you an inquiry on your file. Now your score is dropped. And then, God forbid, that you get a denial. It's like, what did I just go through all this for? For you to just mess up my credit? Get out of here. So that's another reason why platforms like ours are taking off, because we get to do everything on a soft pull. Okay, it took us a lot of time to put together this platform with all these lenders and to put together the type of deals that we actually have with these guys and have the understanding that we have. Okay, so we're able to always look out for our clients no matter what. Okay, we do a secured application to protect your personal information. Okay, once you're on the application, it's online. You do it, upload your personal information, and it goes right to underwriting. Okay, and you don't have to worry about any third-party services ever having your information. We're not in the business of selling personal information. That's not what we do. Now, if you go to a bank, we can't vouch for that. Banks will, and they do, sell your information to other banking institutions to be able to start advertising to you for their products and services. I mean, it's just that cold. So your information goes into one bank, and then it gets shot out to 10 different banks because they done sold off your information. We don't do that. When it's here, it stays here because we want you to keep coming back. We want to build that relationship with you. Okay. We have a great relationship with our lenders. That's no doubt. That's why we get to pull so many strings sometimes. If it's an application that we feel real strongly about, we have a little pull, and they will listen to us, okay, because they know that we do great work, and we're definitely going to always bring more business back to them. And we always put together a financial strategy for your clients, okay? It's not just about getting them a little bit of money so we can get our cut and then cut our agents a cut, and then is just done after that. No, it's like, what is going to be best for you? How are we going to work this? How are we going to help your business grow? What is better for you at this time? A personal loan, a business loan, working capital, a cash advance? I mean, we're going to look at your business and you, and we will let you know what is the best strategy, because eventually we know you're going to want to expand. So we're going to make sure that we give you the best financing financial options that are available at that time, and then you'll be able to expand later on and get even better ones. Okay, so sometimes it's just baby steps. For a lot of our clients that come in, they may have never received financing before. They may have never even heard about this type of financing before. So we educate them. We tell them what's best to do. Let's make this move. Later on, your more doors will open up to you, because now you've built trust, and your business is a little bit stronger, and we can do greater things for you. So we always have a strategy for your clients. When the banks say no, we say yes. That's one of our greatest taglines, and it's true. I mean, that's typically what it is. For every 100 people that fill out for financing with a bank, 80% of them are going to get turned down. Okay, now where does that other 80% go? To us. All right, so we are typically going to deal with more clients than the bank, and we are going to do more closings than the bank. And that's where that saying comes from. When the bank say no, we say yes. You have to come over here. You have to come to us. That's another reason why we're so important in the lending space, because the banks just aren't taking on the people that need this financing. They're cutting them off. Your business isn't strong enough, hasn't been around long enough. Your credit scores aren't high enough. You don't make enough within a yearly basis. All right, so they have to come to us, and then that puts us in a space to where not only do we have an abundance of clients to deal with, but we have even a greater responsibility, because these people are looking at us like we are their last chance at financing, and which we are. We are the second choice lending space. People usually go to the bank first. Why? I don't know. Because the banks have it set up to where people are seeing it on TV and advertisement, and over the years you have been psychologically conditioned to always go to the bank for a loan. When typically, if people really understood about banking, they're not in the business of lending money to you to make money. They'll lend it to people that basically overqualify, and they know without a shadow of a doubt they're getting their money back. Okay, do they take losses sometimes? Yes, they do, but that is their strategy. They want, beyond a shadow of a doubt, to know that they're going to get their money back from you. All right. So that's part of the reason why people go to banks so much. But the thing is that they're not understanding the whole strategy behind banks. They make their money from you from charging fees by you having a bank account with them, overdrafts, so on and so forth. It's not off of typically lending money to you. Now, who does make money off of lending money? Our kind of lenders that want to deal with us, brokers. Okay, that was a little history. The reason why we are able to close so many loans with people is because of the amount of lenders that we actually have access to. Okay, 100 personal and 4,000 business lenders. We have that all on our platform. Okay, it doesn't take too long typically to be able to get a fast turnaround with us. All right, anywhere between 24 and 72 hours. You'll be able to get financed. Okay, if it takes any longer than that, then typically it's because a client just didn't provide all the information that is really needed. This is real fast money. I mean, direct deposited into your bank account. You fill out an application on Wednesday, you're liable to have the money in your bank account by Wednesday, maybe even Thursday at the latest. Okay, sometimes it has been faster. Within 36 hours, some people have received money, but it was fast. They put in their information fast. Their application was processed early in the morning, so they had the best chance possible. Okay. Another thing, we deal directly with the underwriters of these other lenders. Okay, so we have our own underwriting. We're corresponding directly with their underwriting. So what type of knowledge do you think that we really have over here? All right, we do the underwriting, and then we have a relationship with the underwriters over there. So we know exactly what's needed, and we make sure that our clients have that kind of information before we even submit it. You don't go to the banks and get that type of service. They're not telling you, we need 3 paycheck stubs, 3 bank statements, we need your credit score to be like this, have this many different accounts on your credit file, drop down your debt to ratio, go over here and add this trade line onto your file so we can boost your scores up. I mean, they're not coaching you. They're not doing that. All right. You're going to get that type of service with us because we want your scores to be right. We want you to get financed. We want you to come back to us and remember that, yeah, when I went to these guys the first time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was nervous. I was lost in the sauce, but they caught me up. They showed me what was up. And now when I need funding again, I'm going back to them. Okay, this is a quick post. I had to put it into the slide. I had to because it was a good illustration of the difference between us and the banks. Okay, with R&B Wealth, 560 credit score will get you in the door. Does a better credit score get you more? Of course, but we can go as low as 560. What happens when you go to the bank? You need at least a 680. You need at least a 680. Everybody knows that when you're really going to get you a business loan or a personal loan, you want to crack that 720 mark on up. And the better you're doing from a 720 on up, you're really going to receive some type of money from the banks. But you have to be doing at least a 680 or better. Okay? We do soft pulls on your credit versus with the banks doing a hard pull that will damage your file. Okay, and then like I said, God forbid that you don't even get any money. I mean, now what? You just dropped your scores and you didn't even get paid. All right. We do our own underwriting. All right. Now with the banks, underwriting does not tell you what you need to qualify for. We just told you we are corresponding with the underwriters, with our lenders, so we can gather the information exactly to a T of what you need. There is no going in blind. All right. We see for you. So when we say that we need certain information from you, it's not because we're trying to be hard on you or whatever. It's because it's what's needed. It's what's required. So we want you to get that money. And if you submit it without that information, like you have in the past with any other institution that you went through, okay, you're going to get denied again. So let's turn that around. Stop getting them denials. Listen to the people that know what they're talking about, and let's get you financed, okay? That's one of the things that sets us apart from the banks. We're going to ride with you. We're going to be with you every step of the way, and we're like your financial coaches. You go everywhere else when you need coaching, whenever you need something that you can't do. I mean, if you're sick, you don't operate on yourself. You go to a doctor. If you need legal counsel, I mean, you don't represent yourself. You go get you a lawyer. Okay, this is the same type of thing. You need somebody that knows what they're doing if you want to get financed. All right. With our company, I've already explained it. We have over 4,000 lenders. Okay. When you go to the banks, you typically just got to deal with what they have within their 4 walls. If they're not offering it, they're not all of a sudden just going to pop up, hey, you didn't really qualify with us, but guess what? We're just going to shoot your application over to some of our other banking buddies and see if we can get you some money with them, okay? Just hold tight. They're not going to do that. They're not trying to get you the best chances of getting financed possible. They just want to get you financed with them on their terms. All right. And if you don't meet those terms, then okay, it's sorry for you. Try back later on, good luck to you. Bye. And that's typically what it's going to be. All right. I've already explained also that out of 100 people that go to the banks, typically 80% are going to get turned away. That's why we dealing with the 80% that are not qualified, okay? And our requirements are a lot less. So a lot of those people, we are able to get financed. We have access to good clientele. For all our agents that are on here, always remember that. The majority of the people that go to the banks are going to get turned down. That is our target market. because if they're doing a 680 or better, if they have a 720 or better, 9 times out of 10 they're going to go to the banks, and kind of rightfully so, because you know you're going to be able to get you're definitely going to get paid. The banks are going to fund you. They're going to have your money into your account. But how many people have 720 scores? Not too many. How many people have a 680 or less? A whole lot more than that got a 720. So our target market is very wide. It's very wide. Then there are a lot of people that need money. People are looking for it. They're thinking about, only if I had some extra financing, and then along comes you and you're able to offer those solutions to them. Okay. Like I said before, we try to create a strategy for everyone. Okay, that's one of the reasons why we have so much on our plate, on our platform, and we're always adding new ones. Okay, within the business financing, we offer the working capital, loans, cash advances, and now construction loans. And pretty soon we're going to have some other additions on there. I'm not going to speculate, but we are always adding new lenders with new products for us. Okay, we also do personal unsecured loans, credit repair, credit building, and also no credit check consumer financing, all on one platform. This is everything that we offer. No matter what we do with a business, we have something that we can offer them. If they need business financing, great. We have multiple avenues for them to choose from. If they don't qualify for the business financing, well, guess what? Let's see if we can qualify them for a personal loan, and they can utilize that financing for their business. Oh, they don't qualify for each one. Their scores are just that bad. Well, guess what? Then we just need to fix their credit, build their scores back up, and then we'll be able to revisit those same financing options later on. So we always have an avenue for them. And then what about the ones they're just not looking for no financing? They're not trying to expand, but they want to stop losing sales. Well, guess what? We got a no credit check consumer financing program that your business can offer to your clients and customers to be able to purchase your products and services. You don't have to turn your clients away no more because they came in, your ticket items were just a little too high and they couldn't afford it. They don't have a few $1,000s in their bank account to write a check out for today. They need help. Well, now you can help them get 100% of your money. Your client gets to walk out with their products and services, and then they owe us the money back. Well, actually, typically they owe the lenders back. Okay, it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. And even if they, like I said, if they didn't want the business financing at first, they want to just utilize the no credit check consumer financing program, eventually they will come back for the business financing because now they're not losing sales anymore. They know how to capture the majority of their sales that come through their doors now. Then they will want to expand. They will want additional financing. Before they didn't, because they were wondering how they can stop losing money from their clients continuously walking out their doors. Okay, that doesn't have to happen anymore. So if you are the agent that provides this to them, guess who they call back when they need the financing? They call you. Now you're making money off of the same client a second time. And typically if they get one loan with us, they're going to get another. Okay, this is something new that we just added to our platform. Bridget Lindenborg, she has a little bit more knowledge on it, but I'll go ahead and give you the information, and any questions that you have on it, she'll definitely answer those for you. This is her field, and this is definitely going to be something that is great and phenomenal for what we're adding, because there are a lot of contractors and new home developers out there that we want to start breaking into, and we will break into, because the commissions off of these are going to be fantastic. Okay, now we have two different ways that we can work this. Okay, one that's a little stricter and one that's a little less strict. Okay, for businesses that are looking for almost up to 5 million, okay, they're going to need 10 years in business, a 625 credit score, $100,000 per month in revenue, 12 months bank statements, 2 years business and personal tax returns. Okay, and then of course it's going to be paid back either daily or weekly. These are for stronger construction companies. If these are the type of companies that you want to go after because you have that type of clientele, more kudos to you. Great. They are out there, they are bigger, and those will be great commissions if you can lock down those type of construction companies. But for the smaller guys that are out there, just the smaller construction companies, I mean, it's not hard for them to do $20,000 per month. Okay, these are the type of companies that will only receive up to $1 million, 3 years in business, 550 credit score, at least 20 grand per month in revenue. Okay, I mean, and that's not hard for a construction company. I mean, if you think about how much it actually costs for some places, doing a lot of remodeling. Okay, I mean, that stuff adds up pretty quick. I mean, just doing the kitchen alone, like a remodel on your kitchen, depending upon if you're putting some quality cabinets and countertops in there, it can get pretty expensive. It can start somewhere anywhere 4,000 on up. I mean, 4,000 is like the bottom of the barrel. Okay, now you can really start making some real change off of remodeling kitchens. All right, and that's just a kitchen. And if you're doing an entire home, okay, I mean, your business might really be clearing a good 20-30 grand just off of one job. And it really doesn't take that long. If you got a nice crew, knock that out real quick with within a week. That's a job done. Bam, out of the way. You just collected 20-30 grand real quick. So you got you a good construction company. Even though they might be small, it's not uncommon for them to make that 20 grand a month. It's not. So if those numbers are intimidating you, don't let it. All right. All right. Two places where you can find us. Okay. YouTube, Facebook. All right. You can follow us on Facebook, our business page, R&B Wealth Strategy. You can find us on YouTube, R&B Wealth Strategy. Just look it up. There's some great information for our agents, for new clients, people that just hopped on just to find out what our company is really about. Of course, you can visit us at rnbwealthstrategy.com, and I'm gonna open it up real quick for everybody that wants to ask questions. So I hope you guys came hungry. You got your pencil and your paper out. Now is the time. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then you guys can ask anything you want to ask.